off, we're going to go ahead and press our tofu. I have one package of medium firm tofu that I'm going to wrap up in some paper towels and press using either a heavy skillet, heavy pot, anything flat really, and we're going to press it for around 15 to 20 minutes to get out any excess water. Next, we're going to prepare our sauce. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of soy sauce into a big bowl. Next, we're going to add some ginger. I'm peeling and grating about 3 tablespoons worth of ginger straight into my sauce. You can add as much as you like. I really love ginger, so I went a little bit crazy, but definitely feel free to add more or less to your liking. At this point, I'm going to add some Thai chili peppers to my sauce. This part is definitely optional if you have a low tolerance for spice. I love spicy food, so I'm going to add about 1.5 peppers in there. Give your sauce a quick taste and then add 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar depending on how sweet you want your sauce. I added about 1.5 and it was a good balance between sweet and salty for me. Alright, for the last part of the sauce, you're going to cut a wedge of lime, squeeze it on into your sauce and give it a taste, and just go ahead and adjust it accordingly to your preference. Now that the sauce is done, we're going to start prepping our vegetables. I'm using 4 sweet bell peppers here. I prefer using them over regular bell peppers just because I like the sweetness that it adds to the dish. I'm just going to de-seed them, slice them, and cut them into about 1/2-inch pieces. Next, you're going to grab about 1/2 head of broccoli and chop that up into bite-sized pieces. After that, we're going to get 1 small yellow onion, cut that in half, and then we're going to chop that up into 1/2-inch pieces as well. And our last ingredient is garlic. I minced 3 cloves of garlic here. 2 to 3 should be more than enough, but if you want to add more, feel free to add more. Alrighty, and back to our tofu. As you can tell, mine is dripping wet. All the excess liquid was squeezed out. We're gonna slice this into bite-sized pieces as well. I'm gonna go straight down the middle of the tofu, long ways, and then lay it flat down the middle one more time, and then again, and then you should end up with about 16 even pieces. Now we're going to fry our tofu. Get a large pot, fill it with some oil, and then fry it over medium heat. This part is going to take a little bit of a while, but you just want to be sure to keep stirring the tofu so they don't stick to each other or to the pan. My camera refused to focus, but once they're golden brown like that, you can go ahead and start pulling them out of the oil. And this is what your tofu should look like when it's done. Alright, now it's time to saute your vegetables. You can add them in any order that you like depending on how cooked down you want your veggies to be. I'm throwing in my onions first, letting it cook down a little bit, and then I'm going to throw in my broccoli. I do prefer my broccoli to have a little bit of crunch, which is why I'm adding it later and cooking it down for about 30 seconds to a minute or so before I add my sweet bell peppers. Once your veggies are about 80% done to your liking, go ahead and throw in the garlic. We want to add that closer towards the ends, so it does tend to burn a little bit quicker. After about 30 seconds and your garlic starts to become fragrant, you can go ahead and throw in your tofu. Okay, time for our final step, which is the sauce. Go ahead and just ladle it in spoonful by spoonful until you reach your desired taste. Finally, you're going to top it off with a pinch of pepper. And that's it. You can serve with a bowl of rice or just eat it on its own. Either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.